Hello everyone, Vaughn Marie here and welcome to the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. So we have a coffee card to make today, and that is the coffee cup die. And then I didn't use this happy die after all, but I did use the coffee break stamp set. I love all these coffee images. I love coffee, so this was really fun. And these dies coordinate with the stamp set. And then I'm using a slimline marquee die. I've had this die in my stash for a long time and I finally got to use it. And so I am stamping these images for the first time, and I will be rubbing my fingers on them just to kind of get a good impression. And I'm just using some black Memento black ink on some white cardstock that is 110 pounds. And I'm gonna be Copic coloring them later, so that's why I used this black ink. And I love that this stamp set gives you like, you can cut out the lid, you can cut out the sleeve, and I love the sentiments, so there's a lot of different options. So that's why I decided to stamp another coffee to go cup, even though I don't use it, but I still cut it out, and I love that image as well too. So, and then you get this coffee silhouette stamp set, this little one. So I'm going to be stamping it with different colors. So I was going to use that big cardstock, but then I felt like I didn't need it. I had some paper here, and then I have some scraps that I'm going to use. So I am going to be using like a purple, and I'm going to stamp that a few times, and I'm going to be stamping some other colors. It would be great if you used it as a background stamp, like just stamp a bunch of coffee cups. Like, I'll have to try that as well. And I think there is other images that would look great with this coffee image. So I'm just really quickly stamping. I wish I stamped that quickly in real life. And then I'm going to be using the coffee cup die to cut them out. I didn't cut them all out perfectly, so I am glad that I stamped a bunch at a time so that I could pick out the best ones. And so those are my images, and next I'm going to be getting out the slimline marquee die, and I'm going to be cutting it out with white cardstock, and then I'm going to be using some pattern paper from the Busy Bees 6x6 paper pack. And I loved those hearts there, so, and I think the hearts just are fun and they express how much I love coffee. And I will be sending it to someone who else loves coffee just as much as I do. So, and I wanted to leave this cup mostly white, so I'm just using this a simple marker, just one marker to just kind of do shadow. I could have just left it as is, and then I'm going to be coloring in my cup there. So I think they're like fun tropical colors that I'm using. Still going with like a summer theme, and just really simply coloring. And I love this image, and I will have to start making some more coffee cards. They would be good as tags as well. And you can color them any color, which is great. So if you want to do Christmas or whatever holiday, or you can make it a birthday card. And so I am just going to be placing my pattern paper in those slots there, and I'm just trying to get a feel for my design because I don't have anything planned. And then I am going to be coloring in my cup in a aqua colors here. And I love aqua, so anytime I can use aqua, it is great. And I love that image for the to-go cup. I loved stamping that on there. And then I did cut out the stand right there from the fashion accessories. I cut it out in white, so I'm going to use it as a stand for my coffee cups. And I'm just using my Barely Art glue here, and I mostly use liquid glue for my cards just in case I have to move it, and so it allows me some extra time. And so I will be gluing those inside there. And I believe I will be cutting my stand to, there's 4 slots there, but I think I only need 3. And I was glad that I used this pattern paper. It's really pretty. And so here is my stand, and I'm trying to see, do I want it on top or on the bottom there? And I chose the bottom, and I'm just going to cut it to fit. And it would look really pretty too if you Copic colored it or ink blended it, but I was just kind of going with more white here since my coffee cups were already stamped in different colors, and I had already colored the 2 coffees there. And next I will be adding some foam dots to the back of these coffee cups, and I'm going to pop all 3 up, and then I will be gluing my to-go coffee with liquid glue, and then I do pop up my coffee with the plate. And so I had so much fun making this card. You can really do a lot with these images. Like I said, I didn't have a plan, and these are just some of the products that I wanted to use, so I will have to see what else I can come up with. And it's a friend card, so I think it's really fun. And whenever I can get a chance to make a slimline card, it's always great. I finally got a big roll of foam tape, so I'll have to make maybe a shaker. And then now I'm stamping my sentiment from the stamp set, and I'm just going to cut it with my paper trimmer. And very easy to do. I always second guess myself sometimes. And then I'm just going to pop that up. And I couldn't decide where, but I decided to put it there. And then I remembered I had this heart from the stamp set, so I'm just going to color it in these violet colors to match, and that is it. So I'm going to place that on my card, and I hope you enjoyed this Coffee Slimline card. Like I said, it was really fun, and I hope you grab these sets. And there we go. I will show a close-up. So thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.